Wait. You don't love me like I love you. Wait. You don't love me like I love you. Hold on, I need to go toilet real sick. I'll be right back. Okay guys, don't tell anyone this, but I may be a mimic, okay? I don't know, I'm looking up here, the camera's over here. I may be a mimic. Just don't tell anyone, and we may be alright, because I don't know where that guy, whoever you saw just walk off by now, that wasn't me. That was a different guy. I'm a mimic. Hello. I'm a mimic, guys. Vita Carnis is back, and I thought it'd be really cool if I was a mimic. I'm a mimic, guys. So about 2 months ago, we reacted to Vita Carnis Season 2, which we may have discovered that there may be more than meets the eye when it comes to these certain entities, as seen by the Singularity, I think the name was. Basically, it's this massive ball type thing. It looks like a bunch of organs smashed together into one giant Pokeball, and I think it may be the start of every single entity we have seen along the way. So I think wherever this Singularity, I don't know the name of, I forgot, it's been 2 months. I think they are more important than every single entity we have ever seen than we may have thought. So we're reacting to 2 new videos today. I don't know why YouTube keeps telling me I've watched sort of this stuff and I haven't. Like, I've literally never clicked on this video before. Hi guys, I'm an entity. Let's do Vita Carnis Season 2. We already know it's going to be a good stay when it starts playing very intense static right now. This video contains... Oh, I didn't get to read all that. Hold on, give me a sec. This video talks about and shows imagery of graphic content like flash and light, score, violence, death. Viewer discretion is advised. You hear that, guys? If you don't like what you're seeing, I don't think you should be watching this video. Nor me, but we're going to do it anyway because I'm just here for Vita Carnis stuff. Is that a new entity?
Now only the most beautiful,
Bean.
only the most unique.
They're doing like fashion shows now. Oh, yep, trimming so off. That's nice.
There are lots of fossils hidden on the earth. And
yeah, nice.
Rivers and streams. You can look for them too.
Really? That's good to know. I'll keep that in mind. Dr. Azrim Graphics.
Audio log.
I've totally mispronounced that.
Report on the meat snake recreation
Meat
project.
snake. There we go. Meat steak and pizza can like.
Report, the juvenile meat snake we selected was grown in a standard captivity cell until maturity.
Yep.
The specimen we had selected was now an acceptable size
Ah,
for the
that
project
looked
to begin.
ugly. This has a skull in it. Listen, let's just hope that thing doesn't break out.
And welcome back to this US Open office plan.
The specimen was moved into restraints.
No.
Twice a day, we fed it fresh meat, scraps, roadkill,
Road-
making sure
okay.
that it received the necessary materials like
Those poor
bones
creatures on
and
roadkill.
organs to grow.
It looks like an organ.
4 days
There's a
into
skeleton in there too.
the specimen's mood mellowed out. The usual intimidation display was now a patient eagerness. It seems that the specimen now understands that we are feeding it.
I mean, if you're gonna give it food for a treat, it's gonna be like, oh, these humans are feeding me. I think I can take advantage of this.
Immensely. It has also been occasionally rejecting food. It
Maybe it
looks
got
like
tired
we
of
have
the
been
stupid
overwhelming it.
food you give it to them.
Not
Maybe it's
giving
war.
enough
Maybe you guys
time
just don't cook stuff
to
properly.
digest and implement the material. Feeding has been reduced to once a day, but with an increase of portion size.
Yeah, if you don't feed it enough, it's gonna die.
19
Probably just wants a change of food. Like, you're still giving it meat all the
snake
time.
has almost shut down entirely. It no longer reacts to external factors.
Like food and stuff?
It still accepts food, but with assistance. A makeshift mechanism was made to help the feeding process. Favorable
Okay.
results have begun to show.
That's...
The hue of
They
the
weren't kidding when they said
specimen's
graphic
skin has
imagery,
been
bro.
turning shades darker. Sampling period seems to be approaching.
The skin definitely looks darker. It was much lighter than this before.
Day 21 into feeding. The specimen has reached all the required criteria to begin sampling. We managed to obtain a skin patch intervention. We began with cold resistance. The typical meat snake skin can hold its integrity up to negative 30 degrees Celsius. The specimen sample survived down to negative 100 degrees.
Negative
even
100, that's
maintaining
cold, that's freezing.
flexibility.
I couldn't survive that. That's Antarctica level type.
Next, the heat resistance test. The sample was able to withstand impressive temperatures. We were only able to bring the temp up to 3,000 degrees Celsius before we had to bring in new equipment.
That's a lot. 3,000 degrees Celsius?
We
That
used
is
some
hot.
welding equipment and determined that the sample's limit was capped at around 5,000 degrees Celsius.
So it likes this temperature. It can survive literally anything.
Sample
Put it in the
testing was
desert.
interrupted by a
They won't throw anything. It's just a scratch to them.
the specimen. Personnel during the routine feeding found that the meat snake had escaped its restraints,
Oh, well, that's not good, is it?
performing mitosis.
Oh,
The two
so it's just two
organisms
different things now.
Simply wandering the lab at
It
the
got
time.
lonely and decided to make its own best friend.
The project has been halted for now, and the two meat snakes have been moved back into their original enclosure. We are preparing more tests at the start of the new process report.
That's good, I guess.
Log.
A lot of these like really weird just footage reels about
You
just
can make your own
bugs
steam
and
at
stuff.
home. The mesh will catch large debris, allowing smaller things to pass through. But you can add more layers with different mesh to catch more
Is that dirt? Curd!
Lovely
Raisin.
contestants so far, but there can only be one winner.
I forgot you can like
And
keep
this
these
year's
as pets,
winner
because
is
some people do that.
Patty!
It's weird. Hey, looks like Venom a little bit. Dr. Theron Bronze, I'm the Mimic expert.
This is my audio report for this month's progress.
1992, the 9th
Albeit a
of
little bit late by a few
2000.
months.
Yep. Okay.
Anyways, it's been a bit slow, but there have been some fascinating findings.
Listen, you're in the most dangerous spot because you're in the Mimic.
Feisty
I'm a
fellows.
Mimic, guys. Hello, I'm a Mimic.
Hunting instinct.
You couldn't tell from the intro.
Similar to other ambush predators. They will wait until they catch their prey with the element of surprise.
Rest in peace, buddy, if you see that in your front doorstep.
Stuff they can take down easily.
You're just lucky you have that in a cage, because if not...
They start getting a little cockier.
Okay.
But they have the killing technique to back it up.
I can
They
tell.
usually aim for the throat or neck to deliver a kill as fast as possible.
They're very professional with the way they kill
Once
stuff, I'll give them that.
metamorphosize into their adult form, it's harder to determine their patterns.
Man, nope.
The
If you see that,
juveniles who
yeah, just die.
manage to get into their adult
Rest in
form
peace,
don't
my guy.
last very long. They simply hide away, rejecting all food we provide. As it is well known, adults only eat human flesh. The adults we have all die to starvation. The best candidates for research are the ones we capture out
Damn,
in
they're
the
treating
wild.
them like dogs.
They last longer, most likely due to them already having food and nutrients in their systems. It's not something I dwell on too
You're
often.
just lucky they're in the cage. If it
I
was
am
the other way
thinking of the
around,
ones they
or
bring
just
in
they
for
just
me.
broke out one day and
That's
decided, you know, I'm
adults.
getting a bit bored of being in
Humanoid
cages all the
ones.
time. Yeah,
We're able to
yeah.
understand a
I'm
bit of
done.
How they work before they eventually
I need to stop
whittle
talking over this
away.
guy. My bad, guys.
The hunting tactics of the adult forms change drastically from their previous form. Hunting now takes much longer as they observe and watch their prey. They are very cautious.
Yeah,
waiting for
they
the
don't
best
want to get caught
opportunity.
because if they're in a crowd of different people, they
They
want
take
to be like
advantage of
other
anything
people.
They can to get an upper hand. Their most popular tactic nowadays is climbing inside of furniture. Freshly metamorphosed adults are roughly 160 centimeters in height, but can fold
Wait, they can just
themselves
hide in
into
closets?
small spaces.
Listen, I'm so glad I don't have any closets because I remember before I had this setup, right? There was this closet like here behind me in the corner of the room. So I'm so glad that closet's been removed because if that mimic was, well, if the closet was still here and that mimic climbed inside, I'd have to be watching my back every 24/7. Knows what could be behind me right now if that closet still stayed. Oh well, moving on.
Still fit exceptionally well in tight places. It's funny, we didn't even know they could do this until the late 70s.
Damn this, so they've been around for a long time.
They were called butchers.
Butchers,
They
yeah,
changed
that's
it
a very
because
good
the
name.
Better match the description of characters in some kids board game. Anyways, the hunting tactics beyond
Mimic
this are
sounds scarier because it's a mimic.
confusing to say the least. All depictions of their patterns have been wrong in one way or another. Ever since that public announcement in '86, they keep changing it. In reality, it is almost completely random. Each case in the wild is different, and it's hard to determine why.
I haven't seen a mimic in this picture. Is it in the sofa or something? Probably
I
is.
volunteered myself.
Hold on, wait. Pause on that. Did this guy really just say he was gonna go in there himself as to add more research? Dude, what are you thinking? You're gonna get yourself killed. Listen, if you think it's a good idea to go where the mimic is, like, listen, if you die, that's on you. That is on you. If you want more test subjects and you want to sacrifice yourself, then that's on you. I'm not planning to die today, especially not by a mimic.
Figuring it out. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself.
I think you are. I think you're getting a bit too
Wait, how long do
kept up at night with these research projects. And when we have all these random footage logs again, or wheels, or just collecting. What is that? A beetle? Look, he's just minding his own business.
Look, this one would have fallen through our first sift. There are plenty of other fun things you can find as well.
I thought that was popcorn. I don't,
Oh no.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Isn't working.
Looks like there's a hole in your mesh. Make sure your mesh isn't damaged, or else something might slip through.
He doesn't specify what. Footage of the instance with V1 involving the cleanup team in test chamber 1. This is the singularity or the similarity? Singularity, I think it's called, because similarity doesn't really make sense to call it something like that. So, singularity. I see a lot of, I don't know what those vines are called, I forgot the name.
What happened? My leg's tied.
Oh, sounds like having a good time.
I'm bleeding. What do I do? I can't reach. What do I do? Help me down, please. Please. We need medical assistance in test chamber 1. Stay calm.
Listen, like, what even is inside that?
Try to stay.
Just a mind or something. It's like Ultron and Jarvis and Avengers Age of Ultron, if you know what I'm trying to say.
We're here, we're going to help you.
This is one of those.
Lower the ladder slowly. This is going to hurt. Okay, hold still. Ready? Now!
He doesn't sound like he's having a good time.
What's happening?
Oh, now you've woken up something you don't want to wake up.
Get him out of here now! Get him out!
I think he's dead, guys. Or maybe he survived. I don't know. Didn't sound like it to my ears. Oh. That's it. Oh, I'm going to assume he survived, right? That guy's dead. That guy's not waking up. I'm gonna be so for real. Next up is Vita Carnis First Contact. So this more talks about the singularity, which I hope we get to understand more about it, because we just know that from our understanding it's just some massive floating ball of red stuff and Vita Carnis flesh. But I think it has a deeper purpose. Maybe it's the start of everything. Maybe that's how each entity came into reality. But we also know that the mimics have been around for a very long time. They weren't even called mimics. They were called butchers. So you can tell they made themselves right at home from the very beginning of Earth. Vita Carnis First Contact. Let's go. Obviously the same old warning. Fast and light score, violence, death, and viewer discretion is advised. So keep that in mind, guys. Don't say the video didn't warn you. I'm warning you now. Okay, singularity. What do we have to offer? Show me the money. What am I looking at? Is this inside the singularity? Oh, I think it was. V1/7 overload. Something's definitely going wrong then. What's making it act up like this though? I don't know, that sound didn't sound very nice.
It is called the electromagnetic spectrum.
Okay, there we go. The image looked off. Well, the quality of the video, I mean.
Backup power is now on.
Oh, everything's back online and stabilized. That's good, because I don't know what happened before. Must have been everyone on their side.
Entering the chamber.
And this looks cool. Oh yeah, that's definitely unstable. Looks like the 0 point just red.
Much more active now.
Oh, you see what was crawling? The crawl?
Sir, come in.
I think it's what it's called, the crawl. The red stuff on the ground. I think it's called the crawl.
I can't tell what you're saying, sir. Please respond. What? What the hell? I can't hear you clear enough.
Dude, something is messing up the communications, bro. I think it may have something to do with the singularity. It was trying to speak English. Probably learned it from us or something.
The waves reach the antennae and translate it into sound.
Is that telling us what the singularity does? Just turns waves into sound? Summary of the incident. The cleaner had been caught in between the steps of the ladder and snapped the femur. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Besides unusual bruising and clotting, the cleaner is now stable. That's good, he's alive, that's all that matters. At the time of injury, V1 began to become irritated and extremely active. No personnel were injured following the initial incident. Or accident. Okay, so. During inspection of test chamber 1, one of the guard's handheld transceivers began to experience interference. Sounds that came from the transfer? I think it's transceiver. Were chaotic and random. There were some lines of coherent speech from both Dr. Traits and what seems to be the entity. So someone was trying to talk to one of the singularities. Alright. Dr. Trados came up with an experiment to test a hypothesis. He had the device connected to the test chamber in an attempt to communicate to the entity. So he was fascinated with this and wanted to speak to it. Wanted to have a friendly chat with what they were talking about. Oh.
Can you hear me?
Sounds like Solid Snake a little bit.
Understand what I am saying? Can you hear? Yes. Holy shit.
Damn.
What now?
He's got some graspy voice.
What should I say? What are you?
Is he gonna respond?
What are you? Let's try something else.
I don't think you like that question. Got a bit personal. The handheld device was switched to one of the devices used for trim and testing, the alarm clock radio.
Can you still hear us? Okay. What are you?
Doesn't even make any sense.
Can you explain? What are your connections to the Vita Carnis species?
That's what I want to know. That's what everyone wants to know, I'm pretty sure. It's life, pain.
These are too vague. Try another question. Do you know why you are here?
Well, he doesn't know why he's here.
You hear us? We aren't getting anywhere.
No, you're not. Let's answer some more questions. The singularity tonight, the stuff you're saying to it.
What?
What?
Are you talking about the radios?
Yes, those are radios.
Radios transmit and receive waves and translate it into sound.
Damn, it's giving you compliments on how you make devices. So I think the stronger the waves, the more they can kind of like speak to the guy. No. I thought he liked radios. I thought he liked radio waves. Is this the Singularity messing up the recording tape? That's why I keep seeing like random footage everywhere.
Even the color you see and the sounds you hear are waves.
Even the colors, the sounds you see are waves. Okay, so this is telling us more about the Singularity. The fact, well, I don't understand what colors have to do with anything though. How can you turn colors into waves? Yes, I'm not really a science guy. I probably failed all my tests. Is this inside the Singularity?
I understand your concern, but this is the biggest breakthrough we have ever gotten. This may be the greatest breakthrough of all history.
It's fascinated by these things.
Representatives of the UN will be arriving in just a few days to see our progress. This is too important to stop now. We are on the verge of something massive. And if the representatives are impressed, we get the funding to see how far this can go. So, for now, you and the team go and get the orbs if they want. Keep making reports, but keep them quick. We need to learn as much as we can in this short time frame. Yes, sir.
So he wants to know what we can do with these things. He wants to know what they're for. What can they be used for? For future test with singularities, there will be a radio with a speaker present to allow communications for the entities, as well for personnel to ask questions. During test setup, we were able to capture singularities speaking to each other. We were working to decipher, but now we are unable to understand what was said. I mean, I understand them quite fine. I don't understand them quite fine. Kinda understand them quite fine. V1 sounds the best in my opinion, don't know why. It's not even speaking English, I just like... I don't like V7. V7's not very nice. V1 is... V1's the best one so far. I like V1. V1 was given several different electrical devices. We tended to communicate more with it, but it didn't speak very often. Only single words out loud, not directed towards anyone. It was more interested with the devices than our questions. It doesn't care about us, it just cares about what we can use the devices for. It's using our greatness and just taking it away from us. They just care about what we can use the devices for, not what we can use them for. Tests and questions were repeated with other singularities. Each singularity acted differently than the other and gave different answers to the questions. So not every singularity is not the same thing. They're all completely different, have their own minds and their own conscience, and although there are few common factors with each set, each one has a fascination with electronic devices, especially radio. We are interested in entertainment like television, the radio, and music, and especially classical music. They love a bit of jazz, you know? You like jazz? Maybe they like jazz. Jazz music. During testing with V1's interaction with television, notable interference was detected with other electronics. V1 also spoke out loud several times. Loves the TV. He's not even watching anything on it. He just loves watching the screen flicker in and out. He's like, oh my god, yes, this is amazing. Give me more television. I love watching the chase and catchphrase. He's probably watching Celebrity Get Me Outfit, you never know. Yeah, you're on that TV. Yeah, I think it's time to go off the TV. I think it's past your bedtime. Okay, it's definitely past your bedtime. You're just messing. What's up? What that? What my? Okay, wait, relax, bro. Hold on, slow down. I need to.
They travel up to 28,000 kilometers per hour.
That's information. They're telling us about the singularities. They can talk far. Maybe the space. Maybe they can communicate with aliens. Maybe that's one of their purposes. After multiple tests with each singularity, we were able to find out each one's personality. They're all different, bro. They all like different stuff. No, they also like TVs and radios and classical music and jazz, but... V1, neutral and expressing itself. Engages with personnel minimally as possible, only shows interest with electronics and testing. So that one may be a little bit more obedient, maybe. V2, curious in nature, asks questions often, descriptive in its own wording, eager to engage in testing. So he wants to know more about himself and what we want to know about ourselves. V3, more active, engages with personnel in detached manner rather than one-on-one. Engages minimally with personnel. Have different colours too. V4, actively engaged with personnel, curious about the personnel and what they are testing. Prefers question us when conducting tests. So it's asking us a question, we're not asking it. More expressive out loud than other singularities, although it speaks often only out loud to itself. He has yet to communicate with personnel. V6 rarely engages out loud, only with incoherent noises. Doesn't acknowledge personnel. Minimal engagement with testing. V7 last active singularity has shown minimal engagement with all activities except electronics, only engaging with other singularities. Woo! That's a lot of reading. UN representatives. Okay. We love a bit of ads every now and again. That's why we've got YouTube Premium. Representatives arrive. I can't say that word. Representatives. I don't know how to say that word.
Room where we conduct much of the testing on the singularities.
That's good to know.
See, we are still performing tests.
Yeah.
Learn much from the
some obedient, some not. Some asking us questions, but we're not asking us questions.
Our work here. I am sure we can. What is that?
Oh, I think someone's woke up. I think someone's going wrong. You must have asked too much of a personal question.
There has been much learned in our time together. I agree with Dr.
I think the singularity is talking now.
Continue. I am sure this union will benefit all. Symbiosis, we join together. Let us sow seeds and watch what grows. Divine purpose.
Talking in encryptive tone.
Let us guide the way. Join us. Join us. Join us.
V1 singularity. Listen. I'm not involved. I wasn't the one doing tests. I'm just watching the tests. Guys, you breathing extremely loud, like you're gonna get caught by a singularity. And that was it. They are interested with the electronics. They want my PC. They want my monitor. They want my PS5. They want every single light in my room, which I think are electronics. But yeah, we learn more about the singularity. There are 7 different versions. They all have their own personalities, but they're all interested with electronics. And I think they may be the cause of every entity we have seen so far. I think they may even be the start of everything so far. I think Season 2 of Vita Carnis is going to get very interesting from now on, especially with the singularities. I'm interested, but I wouldn't go ahead and just put myself in a mimic chamber just for more testing results. No, don't do that. Don't do that. That's not worth it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys do want to see the original video, it will be linked down in the description below. But for now, maybe stay away from anyone who looks like a mimic, including me. I'm a mimic, yes, hello. And I need to get out of here because the guy who ran away in the beginning of the video is going to come back soon. So, I need to go. Remember, like, subscribe, turn the notification on to see the next video, and I gotta go. Why's my YouTube already open? I was on OBS last time. Someone's been recording without me noticing. Wait. Is that a mimic in my house? Oh no, I'm gonna die.